Latest findings on financial and digital inclusion, China rattles the global stock markets, and Tracker saves more than just cars. I'm Sarah Bassett, and this is Risk Africa TV. This week, the Centre for Technology Innovation at Brookings launched the 2015 Financial and Digital Inclusion Project Report and Scorecard. The study ranked South Africa as second among the surveyed countries for its financial inclusion efforts. Dominic Ace reports.
2015 Brookings Financial and Digital Inclusion Project Report and Scorecard evaluates usage and access to affordable financial services across 21 countries. According to Brookings, South Africa achieved a top score and ranked second among the countries for its financial inclusion efforts. The study analyzed the financial inclusion landscape in various countries based on 33 indicators spanning 4 dimensions, namely country commitment, mobile capacity, regulatory environment, and adoption. While South Africa was ranked second in terms of overall score, below Kenya, it is interesting to note that the country was ranked only 17th for country commitment, 18th for regulatory environment, and third in terms of adoption.
A stunning 8.5% fall in the Shanghai index this week reverberated around the world as one of the most dramatic days for stock markets since the 2008 crisis. While the crash rattled more than a few cages, analysts still predict a positive outcome. Sven Hugo has the story.
This week's crash in the Shanghai index has reverberated globally, leading to one of the most dramatic days for international stock markets since the 2008 financial crisis. Developing countries have been hardest hit by China's fall from grace, including South Africa, especially the already volatile rand. Lesibo Mutata, head of market and economic research at Investment Solutions, explains the current malaise.
The growth is below 5%, and that the efforts of authorities in Beijing are not yielding fruit. They have put limits on margin calls, they have state-owned enterprises buying ETFs in markets, trying to prop up blue chip stocks. All those things haven't worked, and it continues to correct from its hefty 150% appreciation last year. So when it all fell, along with the commodity prices that also declined, it became clear that the US dollar perhaps is too strong.
Global markets are shifting by the minute. For the latest on the story, visit our website riskafrica.com for more information. We'll keep you updated. Says Sven Hugo, Risk TV.
Car tracking company Tracker is better known for finding stolen cars. However, Tracker employee Vainant Swart managed to also save a life when he prevented the suicide of a 29-year-old woman who was reported missing by her mother. Lukavraka reports.
Last week, Tracker came to the rescue of an Mpangeni woman who reported that her daughter was missing with her car. Vainant Swart used the missing car's tracking system to trace the car's locations to Richards Bay, and upon approaching the vehicle, discovered the young woman locked inside before realizing she was attempting to take her own life. The Tracker employee broke through the car's smash and grab and managed to revive the woman before paramedics arrived.
The moment Vainant got to hear about this, because he was contacted by our National Emergency Contact Center or call center, he immediately got in his car and left for Richards Bay. He lives in Mpangeni. You know, he went straight to the spot where the vehicle was parked and found this young lady who was attempting to commit suicide. The doors were locked, the vehicle was locked, so he had to break into the vehicle, and he eventually managed with his equipment to get through. I think it was the back window. He got into the car to unlock it. He managed to release her from whatever she was doing to try and commit suicide.
Not Craig confirmed that SWAT followed up with the woman's mother, and counseling has been offered to the family. For Risk Africa TV, this is Lukavraka.
I hand you over now to Ange with our weekly events roundup.
The annual Risk Africa Regatta is around the corner. For our regatta veterans who are back on the water for the 3rd time, they know that this is real racing in the Cape of Storms. But for our regatta virgins, here are a couple of pointers. Rule 1. Listen to the skipper. He or she has hundreds, if not thousands, of nautical miles under their keel and responsible for keeping you safe on the water and, most importantly, having fun. Rule 2. Please see Rule 1. Just kidding. Your crew will work hard to make sure your team finishes up in the results. It is accepted etiquette that the race crews lend a hand with sales and whatever else needs doing to keep your team and boat in ship shape. Rule 3. Every yacht is equipped with heads. That's toilet to you landlubbers. Just some advice. Use the Royal Cape Yacht Club facilities before venturing out into the sea. Having to do a number 1, or God forbid, a number 2, in front of a crew can really spoil your day. Rule 4. Nobody wants to be seasick and miss the thrill of a real race on the Cape of Storms. As pregnant moms know, ginger is an amazing anti-seasick solution that does not involve drugs. If you do suffer from this, we suggest you pop a travel seasick tablet before leaving the dock, just as a precaution. Rule 5. Even if the day is filled with sunshine, it can and probably will get chilly once on the water. Dress appropriately for hot and cold weather. Also, you're likely to get a little wet and a windbreaker or waterproof jacket is probably a good idea. Rule 6. Remember you have 2 hands, one for you and one for the boat. Keep one on the rail, not on the rope, to make sure you don't fall overboard and wreck your team's chances of winning. Rule 7. We here at Risk Africa are super conscious about keeping the environment pristine. Make sure all sweetie wrappers and the like are stored in zip pockets until you can dispose of it on land. Today is your last chance to book for the Insurance Bootcamp Engineering Seminar, proudly brought to you by Hollard and Genesis. Key speakers include Lee Hammond, Head of Hollard's Construction and Engineering Center of Excellence, Sasria's Customer Relations Manager Tao, and Director of AC&E Underwriting Managers Gary Carstensen. Visit insurancebootcamp.co.za to book your seat. Silly season is fast approaching. Make sure you secure your spot for the following upcoming annual dinners. UMSA's annual gala dinner, held on the 30th of October. The IG is hosting their 93rd annual gala dinner on the 5th of November. The Insurance Institute of Cape of Good Hope is having a James Bond 007 annual dinner on the 12th of November, and the IIKZN annual dinner is hosted on the 12th of November. That's it from me.
Thanks, Ange. That's it from us this week. Click on the subscribe button below or follow us on Twitter or Facebook for more updates. I'm Sarah Bassett. Thank you for tuning in to Risk Africa TV.